Ladies, don't get mad at me, but don't come around me with no damn blue bracelet. Fuck your blue bracelet, okay? I need it was your blue vote. Hello. Don't play with me.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you're welcome to Modi Speaks. Now the election is over and Donald Trump have won the presidential seat. As expected, the demographic of the voters have been published, and boy oh boy, many black liberals are fuming with anger because of the data on this particular report. Now looking at this representation, we can clearly see that black women were the highest group of people who voted for Kamala Harris, and we all know why, okay? Because Kamala Harris is a woman and she is black, and she also supports all kind of abortion. Now, 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. A whooping 92%. It was almost synonymous. Only a tiny 8% of black women voted for Trump. The rest voted for Kamala Harris. This is the biggest manifestation of identity politics in the history of identity politics. I believe black women truly believe that Kamala Harris was black, and since she's a black woman, her presidency is mainly going to benefit black women and black women alone. To them, Kamala is going to make the price of groceries to come down only for black women. Kamala is going to provide jobs for mostly black people, and the other races can be damned. Kamala is going to leave the borders open, but she's going to employ special security guards that will protect only homes of black people and protect their sons and daughters from being raped or killed by illegal immigrants who came in through the open borders. Other races can go to hell. Once Kamala is president, black men can have the privilege of, committing crimes, disobey and attack police officers, and they would not bear the repercussions because now their black auntie is the president, so she's gonna let them go. Kamala Harris is gonna do special things for black people and only black people alone. I know this might sound ignorant, stupid, and ridiculous to you, but believe me, these women who voted for her were thinking along these lines because they took it personal. They took it personal. Prior to the election day, you would hear sentiments like, if you care about black people, you have to stand in solidarity with black people. If you're really sorry for what your ancestors did and want to make amends, then vote for Kamala Harris. They took it very, very personal, okay? Now, after the election, the results were out. Kamala Harris lost. But what angered black women the most was the discovery that they were the only demographic that almost unanimously gave Kamala the greatest vote. So they got mad. They got very pissed. Now, they were not mad at Latino men or Latino women who gave Trump a good number of votes. They were not mad at the Asians who voted Trump. Rather, they chose to be mad at the only race you are allowed to bash and criticize: white people, but specifically white women. Even though a great number of these white women voted for Kamala Harris, a whooping 47% of them. So these black women started making series of videos admonishing and criticizing white women, telling them they were racist after all because they voted for Donald Trump. I don't know how voting Donald Trump means you're racist. I mean, they didn't accuse the 20-something% of black men who voted Donald Trump to be racist, but they were coming at white women with everything they had, accusing them. Again, remember that 47% of these white women who are being demonized and criticized actually voted for Kamala Harris for reasons best known to them, but they were still criticized and hated nonetheless. Now, I have to tell you that the majority of these 47% of these white women who voted for Kamala Harris were mainly ass-licking, black pandering, black simping white women who will go through hell and back just to see that black women are pleased and happy with them. Their life purpose is just to please and satisfy black women's most ridiculous desires. So these white women could not stand their black female overlords not being happy with them. Their black queens are, lumping them together with these white female Republicans who voted for Donald Trump. That's not fair. So these pandering white women devised a plan to make their black queens recognize that they stand in solidarity with them and that they were actually among the 47% of white women who voted Democrats, that they are safe spaces and allies for black women. So they decided to start what they call the Blue Bracelet Movement. So they would wear this blue bracelet on their wrist so that when black women see them, they would know that they actually voted for Kamala Harris. Oh my God. Now, this is not a story from a children's book. These are the actions of real life adult women. So as the simping went on, the Blue Bracelet Movement was born, okay?
So if you feel the discomfort of going outside and you're not really sure who is a safe person, this TikTok trend of the Blue Bracelet Movement will signal to others that you are a safe person, you're an ally, and for women among all the other marginalized communities.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is there's a blue bracelet that we need to wear because I want to make sure that nobody ever thinks that I am one of the apparently majority of white women who voted for Donald Trump. I do not want you ever to think that I was one of them. So, is there a particular bracelet? Do we just make it ourselves? Let me know. Send me a link. What do we do? Where do I get said bracelet, or am I just making it myself? Thank God I hadn't posted this yet. Is there a Black woman-owned company that we can get these bracelets from? Because, honey, we owe them. We owe them big.
Clip. These white women started wearing these blue bracelets, which symbolizes the Democrat color and represents that they voted for Kamala Harris, all in a bid to please their black queens. But the question is, were these black women pleased with all this act of goodwill? Well, let's find out.
Y'all, I just found out about this blue bracelet. Apparently, a Karen out there decided to start wearing a blue bracelet so she could show us that she really voted for Kamala Harris. I don't care if you got a blue bracelet, you got a Crip bandana on, you got a weave, and you dance. I don't care what you're doing. There's nothing that you could do with a bracelet, a hat, a cap to show me that you were 92% in. Because that's what black women were. We were 92% in. Everybody else quietly did what they thought was in their own interest. There's nothing you can do. We trust none of them. Black women, we trust none of them. Don't trust anybody else that was not 92% in. We could trust our black brothers because they were in it too. The rest of them, we can't trust any of them. We can't do all the work. They get all the benefit, but they never go all in with us.
Safety pins, black squares on Instagram feeds, blue friendship bracelets. These are the solutions that white women have come up with to try to ensure black people, specifically black women, that they are safe spaces for us, despite the numbers, the statistics proving they are not safe spaces. They are in fact dangerous.
Do anything to prove that you're not racist. Y'all would rather put on a blue silly band bracelet to show that you're a safe space, to show that you're for the people, instead of just being for the people. And furthermore, the way y'all lied about voting for Kamala, how am I supposed to believe that you actually wearing that bracelet in solidarity? How am I to believe that you didn't actually vote against my rights and you're just wearing a bracelet just to wear it because you want to be down with the movement? If you come up to me waving that bangle in my face, talking about, hey, I'm a safe space, you can trust me, cops. There is literally nothing that y'all can do or wear that will make me trust y'all, especially after the way those numbers looked on that goddamn. The absolute only way I would feel like that blue bracelet was a safe space for me is if that blue bracelet was connected to a brown arm. Other than that Taylor Swift shit over there with Taylor Swift. And the thing about this is that y'all came up with this idea yourself. Instead of asking, how can we be a safe space to you? How can we show that we stand in solidarity? Instead of asking us, to take it upon yourself to put rubber bands around your goddamn. If you really want to prove to me that you're a safe space, if you really want to show me that you stand in solidarity with me, cash at me money for reparations.
I'm sorry. The embarrassment. How degraded. White women, are you not ashamed of yourself? You went simping, but they rejected your simp. What I can't seem to comprehend is why some of these white women can be this brainwashed, okay? Why would you apologize to anyone for voting for a candidate you chose? Why? Why don't we see black women apologizing to any group of people for voting for Kamala Harris? Why do you white women have to do it? What is wrong with your self-esteem? Like, have you no regard for your personality? Have you no self-worth? When will you realize that you can never please these radical individuals, no matter what you do? Even though black women are profiting from this blue bracelet movement, this nonsense, because they are making the bracelets and selling it to white women, they were still bashing white women for trying to show them that they support, these black women.
Okay, so this is the one with the mixed denim and blue. I'm about to put this one on the website. I hope y'all like it. Bow. And it'll say mixed blues star or mixed blues woman on the website. So I added this one. This is what it looks like. Let me know if you like the mixed blues. And to my girlie that wanted the gold in it, I'm about to do this with some gold. Let me know if you like it.
You can never please them. You're damned if you voted for Kamala Harris, and you're damned if you didn't. This black human being is saying that if you really want to show him that you care for him as a black person, then you have to send him money to his cash app as a form of reparations. This one right here is telling you that as a white woman, you are not a safe space until you can compensate black women for their labor by sending her money to her cash app. At this point, in fact, I do not blame these black women for their audacity and entitlement. I blame these white female saviors for having no self-dignity at all. And for those white men, women, and other people of color who voted for Donald Trump, I already know that you know what I'm about to say, but I still want to remind you that voting for Donald Trump does not in any way translate that you don't like black people. If anything, it shows that you have a mind to take decisions for yourself, as opposed to doing things you might have no faith in, but just doing it to please a certain group of women. And most importantly, it shows that you care for all Americans, black people included, because when the border is closed, the jobs and opportunities that were stolen by illegals get restored to legal Americans, black people included. When illegal and dangerous foreign criminals who are raping and killing legal Americans are deported, legal American sons and daughters are kept safe from rape and death. When the prices of groceries are reduced, black families and non-black families enjoy the benefits. The list goes on. And for the ass-licking white women, I think you deserve the backlash you're getting from these black women as regards to the Blue Bracelet Movement. There's nothing wrong with you voting for Kamala Harris because you think her policies and her values aligns with your principles. But I think you're a dimwit and a disgraceful human being for you to vote for Kamala Harris only because you want to please and pander to black women. Simply because you want them to see you as an ally and to like you. So I'm going to join my voice with these insatiable and unpleasable black women to criticize and admonish you. Please stop. Stop pandering to us black women. Grow a spine. Stop being our punching bag. I beg you. Just do what is right in the sight of God and man. And stop bothering about pleasing a set of women who have sworn to never be pleased with whatever you do. As always, these are my thoughts. These are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you agree with me and would want to support the channel, consider buying me a coffee if you like, using the link in the description box below, and subscribe to my channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now,